Hey folks, today we're going to use this to replace this, to make room for this, and we're going to get started right now. Y'all stay tuned. So I'm out here working on the Jeep, putting in a third brake light. Now I had one that I had made when I put the 35-inch tires on because these tires were so large they covered the factory third brake light. So I made one out of a small LED light that I was able to use in the center cap of my new wheels, and it's worked for years. Since then I have put a new stereo in the Jeep, and that came with hookups for a rear view camera. I thought the rear view camera would also go really well in the same spot there in the center cap of that spare tire. So I have taken the old brake light out, put the rear view camera there in the center cap, and now I need a new brake light. And I was going to be kind of building one myself, trying to figure it out, when I discovered that one of my friends, Lentex, here in Austin, has been making these things for a few years now. Pre-made, already ready to go. So I thought I'd give him the business, not have to figure it out myself, and put a little money in his pocket. So I'll link to his information down below where you can order these for yourself. And looks like a really solid product. So I'm going to be putting this on today and getting started right now. Here's the package. Fairly simple. All right, let's open this up and see what's inside. Nice big Ziploc bag here. This is the module itself. So it's basically a plastic bucket lid with an LED strip around the edge, wire pigtail for hooking it up, and in this case I've got the little pulse module to have that blink. We'll see that in action later, but it's a fairly simple piece, but it's very well put together. Also we have our instructions, our connectors in here, so this can be quick disconnected, and a sticker. Everybody loves stickers. So we're going to go ahead and get this sized up for putting it onto the Jeep, and we'll go from there. Now what I've got to do is try to get this thing sized to meet the lug holes on this thing, but also to be kind of centered, because as you see with this 15-inch rim, it's probably the lowest size rim you can go with that. It's probably about the lowest size rim you can go on a Jeep anyway. But what I'm going to have to do is put this behind, size up where it needs to go, make sure that it's all centered and looks good, and then mark some holes for drilling. So I'm not going to be able to do that myself. I'm going to get my wife to help. My wife is being patient enough with me to help center this thing. So if you will go up and away from you a little bit, maybe a little bit back towards me. Let's see. I'm going to move it a little myself. If you can hold it real still right there, I'm going to go ahead and mark where the lug holes are with this Sharpie. All 5 of them. That way we have the ability to line these up in any way at a later point. So I have all those holes marked. Everything looks good. So we can go ahead and drill for the lug holes. Thanks, babe. All right, I've got the holes marked. I've got the piece up on a couple pieces of scrap wood. I've got a 5/8 inch paddle bit on my drill. Now you can go with 9/16. Ron actually suggested that maybe a little snugger fit, but the 5/8 is what I have, and it should work just fine. And I'm going to be drilling some holes for the lug bolts to go through. And there we go, 5 holes all nice and drilled. I'm going to do a little test fit, make sure everything lines up. Perfect. At any angle, this lines up just like it should. I almost forgot, I had to drill a hole in the middle for the wires for the camera to go through. So here's all the wiring I'm working with. So the wires for the rear view camera coming out of the same area that the factory third brake light wires are coming out of, and I have those here. and those actually go to the camera, which we'll install in the center cap. What I'm working with are the wires that go to the original factory brake light. And as you can see, I have already put some spade connectors on there for my last brake light that I have made myself. Now Ron's kit comes with some spade connectors, and if you don't have this already set up, you can use those. But in this case, I have these spades, I have extras that are this size, so I'll be putting those in on the brake light itself. Alright, time to put the connections on the brake light. So I went in there and double and triple checked. I need a male connector for the red side, a female connector for the black side. I'm going to be putting some heat shrink tubing on there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there now. And then go ahead and attach the, double check that that's the red side. There's the red stripe. I'm going to put that on there and crimp it into place. That's nice and tight, and get that ready to shrink the tubing. All right, let's hook these up for a quick test. Now I'm going to get everything all finished up. There you have it. Easy install, good quality product, great guy to deal with. Thanks so much for following along today. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you do subscribe, go ahead and hit that notification button so you know when I post new videos. Now I appreciate each and every one of you following along today. Y'all go out there and live the good life. Thanks a lot.